It is not the easiest thing in the world to write headlines. I've done it many times. It's one thing if you're writing a headline online, you have a little more wiggle room. If you are writing a headline for a newspaper or a magazine, you get so much space. You maybe get 4, 5, 6 words, depending on how the page is laid out. You might have to get across something from a complex story. You have to try to be fair. You have to try to represent the story. It is an art. The people who do it are very good at it, and most even journalists are not very good at it because it involves a great amount of compression. So, got an interesting email from Sherry Garner, who says headline writers are the bottom feeders of journalism. All many people look at are the headlines. Responsible journalists can write a balanced story, but the whole thing can be sabotaged by a bad headline. Aren't there any journalistic ethical principles for headlines? Yes, there are. And the idea is that, as you say, Sherry, the headline should reflect the story fairly. The headline should not be biased. It shouldn't have loaded words. You call them bottom feeders. I mean, they're really sort of the unsung people who work on copy desks. There are fewer of them than there used to be because of media cutbacks, especially in the print media. And so you seem to feel like they are deliberately sabotaging stories. You didn't cite an example, so I can't respond to that. And sometimes they screw up. And sometimes the legitimacy or the fairness or the balance of a nuanced news story is undermined by a bad headline. It's happened to me as a reporter, and you get pretty ticked off because some people do only read the headlines or only read the headlines and then decide not to go ahead and read the story because they don't think the story is fair. But I do think you underappreciate how hard it is to do. I think the people who do it try very hard to get it right. As I say, it's the art of compression. It is an art indeed. And when there are bad headlines, we should call them out. But the idea that they are there to somehow deliberately sabotage news stories, I just don't think is the case.